Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Big Mike here. Well, today is processing day for our quail. And we've already dispatched them. We didn't want to go through all that and put it on film and stuff like that. We raised the quail here on the homestead so that it's nourishment, food for us. And today we're going to process 9 quail. So the quail aren't very big, but they have a lot of meat on them. So there's the quail. We already did one. We'll trim off some of the stuff, but it's all clean. Everything, it's in there. So we're gonna get busy. We're gonna process these. We're gonna clip the wings, both of the wings. Then we'll strip the hide off, the skin off of it with the feathers and everything. Cut down the back and then gut it and process it, clean it, and put it in the bucket there. So that's what we're gonna do. It's rather simple for these. It's not like there's a lot of weight to them. So there we go. And straight down the back, straight across the front. If you're squeamish and stuff like that, I apologize, but this is part of being on a farm, on a homestead, on a ranch, it doesn't matter. And then the fur, everything just peels right off. Comes right off. Snip the legs. Clean it up. Straight down the spine, out the top, fold it open, clean it out. There we go. The great thing about quail is they grow up so fast. I think it's like 8 weeks they're fully matured, ready for breeding. And what we do is we keep the females, which is when they become sexually active, you know exactly who the females are. You don't have to really work at that. There we go, there's 2. And we keep the females for breeding. And we process the males. We only keep enough males in the pens just to breed. You know, it's 1 male for every 5 to 6 hens, and that ratio really works out well. If you're out there and you want to raise quail, number 1, they're very messy. They make a lot of noise, the males do. But they're, I mean, from birth to processing, 8 weeks, I mean, that's really, I think the most expensive thing about quail is the game bird feed, that 28 to 30% feed that they need. So, and they drink a lot of water. You really got to watch that water to ensure that you have good water intake for them. They need it. They overheat really well, really fast. So you got to watch that. And what we do is we built a quail hutch so that we can put pans underneath the quail hutch, so we can just pull those out and clean them. If you let them go on the ground, I mean, it will build up quick. And just like chickens, you got to have, you know, they love to dust bathe. So you got to have something for that in there, and that really builds up. So you have to be pretty up on your basic game when you're raising quail. But they're really hardy. These are white Coturnics, or some people call them English whites. And they're really easy to raise, but they are obnoxiously loud, the males are, like I said before. But hey, this is a lot easier than cleaning chickens, trust me. We're gonna probably put 4 in a airtight bag that we have, if you've seen our other videos, where we processed our chickens. We process those, we put them in airlock bags that we have a machine for, and it keeps them for a long time. So yeah. There we go. What's that? 3. So the process goes on and on. It just keeps repeating. Snip the wings. Snip above the knee joint. The good rule of thumb. Separate the skin. You can do that with your hands. It's really easy. Split it down the back, all the way around. Goes right down the leg. Look at that, just comes right off. I just like to snip the back off. It's easy when I cut down the spine. And then you clip it straight down the spine. And you got it. Really simple, easy peasy. It's just like doing a fish, if you will. Everything comes out relatively easy. And the reason you cut it down the spine is just because, like a chicken or a turkey, where you have to go in from the backside of them to get everything. These just open up. So yeah. There it is, little quail. I guess the hardest part for some people is dispatching any kind of animal. I get that. But it's hard for some people, but if this is the life you choose and this is what you want to do to take care of your family, to offset your grocery bills, and I mean, there's some things that we still have to buy, but this is, I guess, the circle of life, the process that you got to take. Not everything comes from McDonald's. I know you can't get a Quail burger. You don't get a lot of feather plucking on these because they are so easy to process. Hey guys, so we finished processing all 9 quail, and they were all males. We just had way too many males, and we were feeding them. We got them fat. We processed them. You've seen that here in the kitchen. It's really easy. It's so simple to, number one, to raise quail, to process quail. So that's what we did. We've had them in this ice bath for a couple hours. They've been processed. They've bled out. They're good to go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get a towel. That's all right. Take our quail out. Go. Whew, it's cold.
Oh, it was ice.
That was ice. Okay. So we're going to take 2 quail, place them in the bags. We're just going to do 2 quail per bag. Terrie's going to seal those bags. Sealed?
2 quail.
2 quail per bag. bought this, what's it called, a food saver? We bought the food saver several years ago before we even went to Korea, and we've used it for all kinds of stuff. We even used it for when we processed our meat chickens and stuff. So it is absolutely, if you're going to raise animals, get away from the paper, get to these food saver bags. They just last so much longer.
Even when I would buy like bulk meat at the store.
Oh yeah, bulk meat. If you buy a lot of hamburger, if you buy it in bulk, then you can just use that, break it down to pounds, 2 pounds, whatever you're going to use it for. And we do that also. You can buy pork chops. When you're processing deer, it's absolutely awesome processing deer. Antelope, remember all the antelope we did? So
we can get 3 in.
We can get 3 into 1. The last one will have 3. They just look like little baby chickens. And if you haven't had quail, you're really missing out. It's really good. There we go. So to process the quail, it from start to finish, from dispatching to right now, besides it's setting in ice water, just like you do with your chickens when you're processing chickens. I think actually cleaning them took maybe 20 minutes at the very most, because they're so easy, and you just use a pair of heavy duty shears, scissors, and you do everything with it. So that's how easy they are. But hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I mean, it's as simple as, you know, when you dispatch them, you just snip their head off. Then when you get ready to process them, all I do is cut at the knee, cut both of the legs off, clip off both of the wings, because there's really no meat on the wings whatsoever. That's a lot of bone. So you just clip those off. Do it underwater. The skin peels right off, feathers and everything. Cut down the back, the spine, open it up, clean it out, and put it in ice water, and then process them. Make sure you put the date on them, like Terrie's doing right now. And that's it, guys. So hey, I'm glad you guys came along. I'm glad you shared this with us. Remember the reason you have a farm. Remember the reason you have a homestead or a ranch, to raise those animals, to feed your family, because everything doesn't come from McDonald's. So anyway, hey, thanks guys for coming in. Thank you, Terrie, for helping. Always, I'm the dispatcher. Terrie, that's not her game, okay? She'll feed them, take care of them. We give them the best life we can, but they have a purpose on the homestead. So hey guys, thanks for coming in. Remember, be kind to one another. Help somebody in need, and always think of that. And until the next video, with our pretty faces on it, we love you, and we'll see you then. Bye guys.